Welcome to Food Freedom Radio. I'm Laura Hedlund, a student of nature-led gardening and a person looking forward to the Slavic Festival, Slavic Experience, August 1st and August 2nd, The Rock in St. Louis Park. And on today's show, we're talking with an award-winning singer from NBC's The Voice, and that's Manny Cabo, and also Anita Lennerson, founder of the Slavic Experience. Welcome to Food Freedom Radio.
Hello. Yeah, so excited to be here.
Yeah, tell us a little bit again about yourself and this event.
Well, I created the Twin Cities Polish Festival in 2009, and then in 2019 we had this great idea to expand to other cultures and all the communities in Twin Cities. So Slavic Experience was born, and this is our 5th edition. You know, the COVID threw a wrench into some of the planning, but yeah, it's in St. Louis Park. It's an amazing festival, 2 full days of excitement, music, performances, great food, and we have many surprises this year, so it's really good.
And it's free.
Yes,
it's free.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a wonderful singer that's going to be here. So, Manny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, well, first of all, thanks for having me. And there's really not much to tell. I'm just a bald guy with a microphone. That's it. All right, interview done. But I've been pretty blessed throughout my years and this trajectory. It's been a crazy whirlwind of performances and photography. I'm just a multi-creative, and it's funny, but it never started out that way. I was an athlete until I tore my rotacuff. I had professional scouts looking forward to me going into the big leagues or wherever that was, and that never happened. But fortunately, my dad introduced me to my first pair of drumsticks and camera. And the rest, as they say, was history. I started photographing models. One thing led to another. That led to big campaigns. And then The Voice happened, against the will of everybody. Everybody thought I was crazy until I got 4 chairs. And then I did it in Spanish with La Voz. So let's just say I'm a masochist for, challenges and competitions, especially, with what we do. It's a crazy industry,
There was a seed in there that I absolutely love, that something can happen in your life that you think is absolutely horrible. You get an injury, but then your life takes other courses.
Sure. Sure.
And you're also an author of a book, and I love the name, Soul, You Gotta Breathe.
Soul, You Gotta Breathe. Yeah, that's pretty much a sum up of my life, and it's kind of an empowerment story. I have myself sprinkled in all the characters, and it's essentially giving people hope that, like you said, these transitions in life that sometimes are forced upon us, cosmic 2x4s, if you will, that make decisions for us that unfortunately at times we're too afraid to make for ourselves. And so that has transpired in the course of my life and career multiple times, but you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to see the fine lining, and sometimes it's very difficult to do, especially when you have negative influences around you. I don't want to be trite about this. It sounds like, well, it's a lot of woo-woo, but it's really, really not. It's a mindset that we all have to adapt. And that comes with practice. And unfortunately, that comes with multiple hardships. The more hardships you go through, the more success you can reap, because it's just part of the process. So we have to endure that journey. That's basically what it is.
Oh, this is so I'm loving this already. And so so tell me again about the experience you had on The Voice. And I mean, your voice
Sure.
is awesome, and I don't know
Thank
if you
you.
could sing just a little bit. But I don't know.
I might surprise you, but with respect to The Voice, it was one of those journeys that kind of caught me by surprise. And it was a very arduous time in my life where certain things I had to start questioning. Yeah, I lost my band. I lost a lot of friends because, let's face it, the difficult decisions usually come at the expense of loss. And what does that mean? You make these decisions that in your gut you have to do at the expense of losing people that were never really there in your corner to begin with. So that was the first thing that it disclosed. But on The Voice, it was never about singing. And when I tell people, I've been on thousands of podcast interviews, and when I answer and respond in the same way, they're like, how can that be? And it's really simple. On the show, everyone expects you to go in there. They want to talk about your stripes, your hardships, your suffering, and that's all good and dandy, but there's nothing real about reality TV. The only thing that was real to me is that The Voice gave me a sense of purpose. So when I was on the hotel room and I realized here I am talking to 30, 40 contestants with their parents of all ages, 16, 17, all the way up to, late 30s. And I realized I was giving them a different perspective because let's face it, on these shows, you got to compete with 70 plus thousand other contestants and they only choose 100. So my ideology was, guys, you already won. You're in the top 100. So that takes the unnecessary pressure off them and just to have them live the moment and appreciate the experience instead of wondering, oh my God, he's better than me or this and that, or I'm going to forget lines. Stop.
Oh,
Just be
oh,
present. Be present. Those 90 seconds that you're performing,
That's right.
they just go. And you're going to regret that you didn't spend more time embracing your other fellow contestants, embracing their talents, their styles, their dynamics, embracing the coaches, and everything that basically was embodying all of us at the time. And it's funny, when I left, the producers, a lot of the road crew, they were crying. And I'm like, what's going on here? They're like, Manny, bro, you don't understand. It was never about your talent. It's the impact that you had. And that was what catapulted me into the self-empowerment realm, which is what I do today when I'm still not performing, and I can't help that. That's just part of my DNA.
well, there's so much. And now, when can people hear you live on stage at the Slavic Fest, which is August 1st and 2nd in St. Louis
Yeah.
Park?
That's up to them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a puppet on the strings at this point. I've
Yeah.
known you long enough for a while. And I said, listen, it sounds like a fun time. I'd be more than honored to show up, but I'm at the mercy of whatever they put me in. I'm not one of the ego freaks. I'm one of the humble ones. I'm very easy, even though I look like I'm full of ego because that's the interpretation, but I'm a
Yeah.
teddy bear.
Mostly it's going to be around 6 o'clock. We have this amazing fashion show prepared for everyone. And Manny is always going to be our honorary judge for the Miss Slavic Minnesota. So it's going to be like two-day part participation. And we're going to announce the winner on Sunday at 5.
Wow, wow.
Mhm.
And will you be singing?
Yes, of course.
Of course. I want to hear can we hear just a couple verses? If you don't want
Sure.
to, okay,
Well,
great.
you know what? Tell you what, since this song changed my life and got me a 4-chair turn, then I'll sing a little excerpt from it. Deal?
Deal.
Yes.
And I don't know where I'm going, but I should know where I've been. Hanging on the promises with the songs of yesterday. And I've made up my mind. And I ain't wasting no more time. And here I go again. Here I go again. There you go.
Whoa! And that's without any that is absolutely beautiful. And to tie that into the I don't, but to tie it into the whole. I sometimes like the word integral, but because there is something that's so beautiful about that every moment is so darn precious. And how do we walk from our souls into this precious, precious moment?
Yeah. Well, that's a very, very loaded question. And I think the significant blame goes toward yourself. We need to be accountable of our actions and our mindset, and we need to really embrace ourselves and love one another. How can we possibly love anything in this life if we don't love ourselves first? You got to really look in the mirror, wake up.
So
And
true.
I'm not talking about conceit. I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm talking about just pure love of yourself and learn to appreciate moments for what they are, because we do have the power to react. And that's one of the problems that society has. We're too reactive to everything. We need to control our emotions and assess the situation, right? And how do we do that? We have a very strong and honest self-audit about who we are. Because if you see people bullying, if you see people talking about you, if they see people criticize you, it's only because they're trumpeting their own inner insecurities. So this is what I try to teach throughout my career, in all realms, from acting to photography to podcasting, singing and speaking. I have that luxury to be able to use my voice to help empower people to see things differently in this life. And again, I'll stress that again, it comes from self-love first. Once you adopt that ideology, things become a little bit more clear to all of us,
And there's a connection between self-love and heritage and ancestors. And that's
Mm.
why you're doing the Slavic Festival, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, people, find themselves in the things unexpected. They experience something they never did, or go back with their heritage and discover something from their past, and then they connect with people that they would never think, that they would. It's amazing feeling if you create that platform for people. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And so, I mean, the voice opened a bunch of doors for you, Manny. So tell us again your website, people can find you, and
Sure.
how people can connect with you. As you seem one
Absolutely.
wise dude.
What do they say? Even a crazy squirrel finds a nut from time to time, right? But anyone can find out everything about me, at mannycabo.com. Anything in my world that has to do with me, from speaking, podcasting, photography, is all there. If you feel to reach out, any questions, recommendations, requests. I still do so many performances and residencies. It's really cool to hear people's requests. Manny, I'd love to hear you do this at some point. And, I try to respond to every single email within the first 24 hours. And I know that's tough to do. I've been doing that since The Voice. Everyone thought I was insane. When I got off the show, responding to 20,000 international messages was insane. But I did it, because if you're taking the time out to comment and reach out to me, then the least I could do is reciprocate, right?
That's respect. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for being you. And we are so excited to have you here in live.
I'm excited.
So
I'm excited.
only 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks. And Saturday, August 1st, it's free, St. Louis Park at the Rock. And now connect this to Slavic culture. What is there a connection, Manny, with your
Well, I
action?
tell you what, throughout the years, I've photographed thousands of Slavic personalities, and they're incredible people, beautiful culture. I just think that, the bond came when I met Alona years ago, through another platform. And we just unite forces, and it goes to show you how important it is to cultivate relationships, because you never know when they're going to leave, or where they're going to leave. And I said, listen, when the opportunity came about, I said, this is going to be great. I embrace all cultures. I really do. As a Hispanic myself, I know the value of embracing different cultural food and fashion and personalities, dialects, whatever the case may be. It's just a beautiful thing, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
It's a beautiful thing. And so we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We're talking about the Slavic Fest, which is August 1st and 2nd at the Rock in St. Louis Park. Welcome back to Food Freedom Radio. I'm Laura Hedlund, and we're talking all things about the Slavic Experience, which is August 1st and 2nd at the Rock in St. Louis Park. And very pleased to be joined right now with Manny and Alana. And tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection to this Slavic Experience.
Well, my name is Ilona Parunakova, and I'm a best-selling author and a community leader. I was born in the former Soviet Union, and I'm proud of my both cultures, Slavic culture. My mom is from Ukraine, and I'm a direct descendant of Armenian genocide survivors. And a culture I've spoken in all the 6 continents. And one of my things that I connect people with is a diversity. And just like Muhammad Gandhi, he says one very beautiful quote that says that no culture can live if it attempts to be exclusive. And I try to bring this inclusiveness from all the people. And also it's not to celebrate your culture, but being diverse, to be inclusive and be very, very respectful of the culture that is around you. Listen, accept, embrace. And just like Manny was saying, just love yourself from a very pure understanding of what love does to you and what love does through you.
This is such a cool show. I love this.
And that's what Slavic Experience is all about. It's one love.
One love.
Yes, and as
Doesn't matter where you're from.
And as a marathon runner and marathon and triathlon medal holder, for me, the diversity is just like a long race, one step at a time. And that's why the Slavic Experience, Slavic Experience, right? This event is very important to me because it's not just for Slavic people. We already know about ourselves. It's about sharing who we are with the world and with starting with a small culture, small maybe a place, the small community. So we'll be able to diversify and create this ripple effect through the songs, through food, through hugs and smiles and dancing, and just a celebratory event that will be able to spark something greater.
I love it. And I love the quotes on your website. More than a celebration, it's a movement where music transforms moments into magic. Share this and how you two are connected and how this magic is visible and possible for each one of us.
It was very accidental when we met with Manny through our mutual publisher. And first of all, I thought that people like Manny, people who are in Dancing with the Stars or The Voice or America's Got Talent, are very unapproachable. But what I found out throughout the years, they're just people, humble people just like us, who have pushed through the limits to achieve something greater through the talent and skills. And it was such a blessing to meet with Manny, and we have decided to collaborate with a book, of course, the word voice and also resilience, because both of our stories have come together because he had an event that had to use resilience in his life and also in mine as well, through the collapse of the Soviet Union, rejections of being born in Armenian culture as a Ukrainian woman, being rejected, being at even at the churches to be giving the second name. So there's a lot of things that happen between our lives that we decided to empower, just like Manny has mentioned, empower people through the power of the word to combine in a book. And a book has also power, and it's also the one line throughout the book is love, loving yourself. And when you accept yourself from the highest point of the God, you will be able to respect others. You will not be able to hate others, because bullies bullied and haters hate. Because they have something very damaging in their lives that they want somebody else to feel as disgusting, as low, as hurtful as they are in their lives. And when people don't understand that love is not arrogant, love is humility, and love is a power. It's not something to destroy you. It's to build and rebuild and connect. And this is why we do the Slavic experience. It's not about that, oh, look at us, we're such a great nation. No. It's something that will be able to let people know. Even though Slavic it's actually for 13 cultures, represent Slavic cultures. And the word Slavic can mean two things: Slova as a word, or Slava as a glory. So we bring both. The power of the speech to relate people, even through the not knowing the language, because the smile is our power. And also the hugs, we also represent our culture through the bread and also salt. Salt represents friendship and hospitality. Bread represents prosperity. So every time we have a guest, we always meet them with the bread and salt. So this is something that we do to let people know that no person coming to our land will leave hungry or will leave offended. They will always be loved, be always fed, and always be very beautifully done in our culture that will allow them to come back.
And we have a grand opening ceremony at noon on Saturday, August 1st, and we will have bread and salt to illustrate that.
Just listening to you, there's a part of me that relaxes a little bit listening to you too. And Manny, do you have any comments on what was just said?
No, I mean, she just basically, regurgitated everything that I was going to, deliver to you guys anyway. So we share the same brain, and that's actually a good thing. And then evidently, that's one of the reasons why we're combining together for this effort.
And you wrote a book together too. So I know it was 5 years ago, but tell us a little bit about the book you wrote together and how that came about.
Alona, I'll let you describe that. I mean, we pulled that because we were going to do some revisions or everything. So technically right now it's not available, but the ideology behind that was, like she had mentioned, she just alluded to, is about resilience and utilizing the voice on many levels to get your message out and to clarify message, and just to ease the tension and pain, because we all go through our difficult moments. We all have our hardships, and it's pretty incredible how we need to start learning how to tell our stories, and so many people are scared of telling their stories, and that's where I come in. I'm just trying to, as you said before, I feel a little less tense. I'm able to relax a little bit with your presence or with your voice, and comfort is a huge element in allowing people to tell their stories. And if you could do that, then that's half the battle, because trust, a confused mind doesn't buy. So when you're able to relax people and have their trust, it's a lot easier for you to deliver your message, which in turn helps them clarify and deliver their message as well. So that was my perspective on what we were trying to do.
Well, this has been such a wonderful conversation already. So, but set the scene of again the Slavic experience, where and when it is. I'm going to say it over and over again. It's free, August 1st and 2nd. Come join, and the purpose is to bring people together through even though it's about a particular culture, it's about the universalities. And when we learn about one culture, we are alive to the universalities
Oh, yeah.
in all of us, right?
Absolutely. It's not,
Hmm.
like Ilona said, it's not only for Slavic people. We unite people through food and music and performances and through storytelling. People of all backgrounds. We're going to have people from all nations of the world at the Slavic Experience. So, like we always say, it's your experience. If you don't have money to go to Europe, you don't travel, you're afraid to go on a plane, you just come to Slavic Experience and experience that here, right here in Twin Cities. So close. So we have the Miss Slavic Minnesota. This is our inaugural event. So Manny is going to be a judge, and Ilona is going to MC that. So we have Miss World America 25 coming from Miami as well. She's going to be one of the judges, and former Miss Minnesota as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So again, Slavic Experience, August 1st and 2nd. No reservations required. Just show up at the Rock in St. Louis Park. You're listening to Food Freedom Radio. I'm Laura Hedlund. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Food Freedom Radio. I'm Laura Hedlund, a student of nature-led gardening and a person looking forward to the Slavic Experience, August 1st and 2nd at the Rock in St. Louis Park. Very pleased to be joined right now with Manny, and I know you need to leave soon. But you are the author of the book Soul, You Gotta Breathe, and a contestant on The Voice, and also a podcaster. But Manny, tell us again about, I know you've got something kind of seemed really fun that you have to do right away, so we'll have to say goodbye to you, but say whatever you like to say.
Yeah. Well, first of all, once again, I appreciate you having me on. It's a very humbling experience. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. And the only reason why I have to leave early, I've been a mentor all my life. I'm a branding specialist, so I'm part of the Grammy voting committee where I'm a mentor essentially, and I talk to artists how to visually build their brand. You know what to talk about, just elements of communication that unfortunately so many artists don't succeed because the lack of it. You know, it's not about talent. Talent is 10% of the success of any artist. It's 90% work ethic and branding capabilities. So that's essentially where I come in as a liaison to introduce them to this world of business, because the music business is what it is. It's a business, and all artists have to treat their career and their craft as a business. So I just try to ease a little bit of tension, answer some ambiguities here and there, and just hopefully bring into the world some incredible artists with the capacity to tell their stories, whether in music or, any way, shape, or form on stage.
And what is the power of the artist?
The power of the artist is embracing who they are as a person. So many people are so easily influenced. And it's just like a speaker, they're interchangeable. A person becomes a solid speaker when they share their true stories. Now, of course, it's not that simple, and I could talk about this for 12 hours, which evidently we don't have. I only have another 6 minutes, but still, when we learn to embrace our stories and learn above all how to tell those stories. And it doesn't matter whether it's a song or a script, whether you're an actor, as you see where I'm going here, it's all interchangeable. It's all relative.
So I'm
And
a truck driver's daughter. There were 6 kids in
okay,
the family. We got 2 vacations every year
there you
because of the
go.
1936 truck drivers strike. And let's
Right.
create the economy that works for all, that honors our birthright and our full souls and our full
Mhm.
voices. And let artists lead the way, and also be able to give their kids soccer lessons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, and you have to have multiple streams of income too. Artists, you can't rely on just making music. You have to have something that pays the bills so you don't have to stress out. And what that does, it doesn't allow you to create content. You're always stressing about the lack of finances, and it usually destroys or disrupts your artistic pursuits. So I recommend everyone out there, if you're an artist, don't quit your day job for music. I believe you have dreams, and that's okay, but they have to be somewhat realistic, and you have to pay the bills. So, there's a multitude of elements and moving parts that I do when it comes to speaking to these artists, but branding and communication prowess is certainly too on the very top of the list.
Cool. Let's talk about the Miss Slavic contest.
Alona?
All right. This is it's going to be our annual Miss Slavic for this special event, and we want to invite every woman who is 31 and until 50 to participate to showcase her brilliancy. Some women, for them to create the stage where she will feel so embraced, empowered, and confident. Because I believe that woman is not just meant to be behind the kitchen and cook all the time and take care of the kids. Every woman has a dream to showcase her brilliancy, and we want to give that woman a voice, the time, maybe this 5-minute walk that could change her life and be able to push her to follow her dreams to become entrepreneur or decision maker in her family and also in a community as well. So we invite people. She doesn't have to be Slavic to participate, even though it's a Slavic festival experience. We want her to embrace who she is and be boldly apply for this position, right, for this special event, and everybody will be able to be feel heard. Every person will be able to feel that she's seen on the stage, heard on the stage as well, and be able to showcase her brilliancy as a woman, as a mother, as an entrepreneur maybe, or the dreamer that she's about to become. And it will be like great experience for that woman, for this person who will be able to enter into this competition. And we do not feel that it's going to be competition because we want to let them know that it's not that everyone is a winner, but thank you for participating. It takes the courage for the woman to be on a stage. It really does, especially without any preparation, any background experience in how to walk, how to carry herself on the stage. Some people are great in that, but the lack of that charisma or confidence. Some people have a confidence, and they can silently express that confidence on the stage. So we want to just create a platform, not physical platform, not just physical stage, but also that metaphor of the stage of her life where she'll be able to feel very confident and pursue something greater to change somebody else's life from this point.
And Manny, I know we have to say goodbye to you now. Any last words? And is there a connection between that and being your authentic self and being able to be authentic in public? As someone who won the voice.
You know what? I think we need to quiet the noise. We need to really do, like I said, I want to revert back to what I said, which is crucial. We need to have an honest self audit about who we are. That is a very difficult conversation. When we're willing and we're accountable to do that, that's when things start unleashing themselves. That's when you start gaining the clarity. You know, there's no book, there's no mentor more crucial in one's life than our own honesty. You know, we have to have that integrity, and once we embrace that, you know, the trajectory becomes a little smoother. And I truly encourage everyone to be that, because let's face it, when your performances are authentic, the people that you're going to attract usually are the same way, because there's a frequency going on there. If you hang around, you know, what is it? Your network is your net worth. So if you're hanging around with 10 other criminals, chances are you're going to be the 11th criminal. You know, if you're hanging out with 10 millionaires, chances are you'll probably be the 11th millionaire. So we need to make some cognitive choices, some smart choices as to who we surround ourselves with. And more importantly, you need to be happy and content with nothing. Solitude. The person that can embrace their solitude, that's the person that is dangerous, because they don't need any fulfillment from other sources. And that's what I try to, you know, purport onto the populace as much as I can through my artistic pursuits.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. So we thank you so much for your time. We know we
You're
have
so
to get
welcome.
going. So have an awesome day, and appreciate all that you said. So it's
Thank
been
you.
it's fun. It's kind of in an unexpected direction, which is life,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you soon.
You're very welcome. And there's no coincidences in life. So
That's right. That frequency.
have a great day, ladies.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Take care.
Take care.
But I do want to hear more about this is going to be the first ever Miss Slavic Experience and
Slavic Minnesota.
Slavic. So and you're looking for people to still participate in that.
Yes, absolutely. We divided into ambassadorship kind of things during the day on Saturday. We want to make sure that they know what they're doing on their social media, how they're promoting the festival, and then they will participate in a fashion show. So strictly fashion, have beautiful outfits, see how they present themselves, like Ilona said, on the stage. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to be a previous model or contestant in any beauty pageants or anything like that. And then on Sunday, we have Q&A from the judges, from our celebrity judges, and we'll see how they handle the questions, or maybe something about the Slavic culture, or something fun for them. And then we have a special system we created for tabulating the scores. And at 5 o'clock on Sunday, we will announce the winner. We have a $1,000 grand prize and gift baskets and gift certificates.
Wow.
Still looking for sponsors, so any sponsors out there, please reach out to us.
And
if
so
you're
what
willing
is the
to donate.
age? What is the
21 plus.
21 plus.
Yes.
So
as long-
70-year-olds?
Yeah, absolutely. We do not discriminate. Anyone's welcome to apply. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about asking my friend's daughter, but
There we
maybe I
go.
should ask my friend.
There we
Yeah, we
go.
go.
Yep.
Okay. And what else? So how, if someone's interested in this, what would be the next steps if they wanted to show up on stage?
Go on www.slavicexperience.com, and there's 3 questions you have to answer. And send it to us. They're specific how they're planning on promoting Slavic Festival. Why is it important to them? Why they want to compete? And then we send them the registration form and $100 kind of registration fee, so they show up and they're serious about the commitment, because we are, right, Ilona?
Yes.
We are so excited about it, and we, like she said, we wanna, it's a beauty inside and out. It's not a typical beauty pageant. It's about the history and heritage and how they, deal with problems and emotion. They want to feel like a queen for a day or two. So we want to empower women to do that, because, people are shy. People are scared. People don't know how to deal with the realities sometimes. So we want to create that space for them to feel beautiful and great and speak the truth.
Speak the truth and deal with reality. You want to speak on that a little bit, Ilana? I mean, because you're kind of pointing at that.
Yes, this is very important for the women, and I know that we all talk about the women, especially with such an important influence of the social media, because social media is a reality that doesn't exist. And every woman who is watching another woman in a bikini or in a special, beautiful place, it creates competitiveness, not encouragement. And this is the 2 different things. When you impact and influence is a difference between that. There's an influence that can come from the social media that is very negative. And that impact is going to be also positive. That's what we want to create. And I want to be very, very clear about every woman out there, and not just every woman, but anyone who is engaged so much in social media. Social media is just like a swamp. You give 5 minutes, in 2 hours later, you're already in the swamp so deep, you do not know how to get out of there. So you have to discipline yourself, and you have to be very mindful. It creates such a competitive world that doesn't have no foundation, that is going to be cracked. You might blow yourself up from proportion as a woman to do the cosmetic surgeries. But if you do not have this foundational respect for yourself, who you are, and the confidence, no plastic surgeries is going to add this confidence in you. It may last for a few hours, maybe a few days, and you will attract the other people, but it will only last for so long, because internal treasure is no university is going to give it to you unless you discipline yourself and also protect yourself. I always tell this to every woman out there. There's a very strong 2-letter complete sentence that no one takes advantage to use it, and it's the power of no. It's a complete sentence. I used to teach that and empower women to use it very often, because sometimes we as a women, we want to be very tolerant. We want to be very nice about it. And I tell people, nice is not the present of the character, is the absent of it, because back in the 1500s, they used the word nice for the jokers. So don't be nice. You have to have a character. You can be kind, you can be direct, you can be genuine, but do not be nice. Nice is taking advantage, and nice is for you to apply and be pleased by everyone, this is not the right way
So-
to live.
We're going to take a break, and we're talking about the Slavic Experience, August 1st and 2nd, Rock at the St. Louis Park. It's a free event. What a wonderful day, and what an interesting conversation we're
Oh,
having.
yeah, it spiraled into completely something different, but I love it.
Yeah, so we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the event itself.
That's right, that's right.
Welcome back to Food Freedom Radio. I'm Laura Hedlund. We're talking all things Slavic Experience, which is a free event on August 1st and 2nd at the Rock in St. Louis Park. And we've had such an interesting, winding conversation. With me right now is the founder of the Slavic Experience, Anita Lenterson. And let's cover some of the basics. I love the sayings on the website. More than a celebration, it's a movement. Music transforms music into magic. Feel the beat, live the dance, unleash the joy. Come move with us. Slavic Experience, where smiles shine, fashion dazzles, and one love unites us all.
That's right, because it's true. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you were born, where you come from, what a horrible life experience you had. When you come and join us, you forget about all of that because music, food, family, such universal values of people from all backgrounds, from all countries. So come down the August 1st and 2nd to St. Louis Park and experience that with us. We believe that definitely music is very powerful. We're going to have great performances, singers, dancers, and music from all over the world, different languages, different genre. So it's something for everyone. We have polka music, we have contemporary, we have classical, we have Manny Cabo.
Yeah, was with the voice. We heard
Absolutely.
earlier that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we are so excited. And we have a fashion show and competitions. We have a donut eating contest on Saturday. We have a best pierogi competition on Sunday. So if you have a family recipe passed down from generation to generation, please use it and prove it. Prove it that you're the best pierogi maker. So it's amazing. Yeah, it's fun for everybody. It's free. It's for families and, for all generations. So everybody's invited. It's going to be great.
And food trucks. And you have a food truck.
Yeah, I have a Polish and Jamaican food truck.
A Polish and Jamaican food
I
truck.
know,
There
I
we
know.
go. It makes total sense.
Yes,
doesn't
of
it?
course it
One
does.
love.
Because the motto of our festival and our life is one love. So it doesn't matter where you're from. Yeah, just a little Slavic is not as fiery and maybe spicy, but Jamaican food totally is. So you have both. We have the best turkey legs. We're gonna have like 6 or 7 types of pierogi, and all sorts of dumplings and sausages and things like that. Cabbage rolls, of course, and the most amazing pastries from all the Slavic countries. So it's definitely gonna be something for everyone, whether you like different cuisines or not. So. We're very excited about that. Even the drinks, we have 3 breweries creating special beer for us. We're going to have blackcurrant mead.
Blackcurrant mead?
Yes,
Ooh.
everybody's favorite. So,
Wow.
And we always have that. And we have some really interesting liquor choices too. There's this famous Polish vodka called Żubrówka. It's a bison grass vodka created in Poland. And we mix it with apple juice and we call it apple pie. Yeah, so that's been a hit for a long time now. So very excited. So come and vote for the best beer. And we are really excited. We have some dancers, and in particular excited about the fashion show. Even Ilona, I think she has a special dress, don't you?
Yes, I do. Working on it, yes.
Yeah, what is it going to be?
I
Surprise.
want to design like different ones, so I want to do like a couple of them. So
Oh, well, there you go.
to represent like all cultures, the color of all cultures. That because this one became my inspiration, and
Yeah, we have local, fashion designers participating, and we encourage anybody who's not a fashion designer. First part of the fashion show is like a cultural attire. So if you have an outfit from Poland or Ukraine, from Bulgaria, any Slavic countries, or elements of it, with your just regular clothes, you're encouraged to apply. And then the second part is more contemporary fashion designers or just people that inspired by fashion or any Slavic cultural elements. Anybody's participating. Last year we had Olga Greenberg. She's a famous Russian designer, and we had families like mother and daughter outfits, and It's so adorable. So, and anybody who's creating some clothes or just want to showcase whatever they brought from Europe and they love to wear it.
Those mother and daughter outfits.
they're
I mean,
so-
it's been decades, but I mean, I still, even saying that, it sort of brought back a positive memory.
For sure, yeah, and it looks so wonderful. So we also invite, professional photographers to come and capture that beauty, because you never know when somebody's gonna be revealed or their beauty discovered. They're like Manny said, just life is full of surprises. You just have to open up and show the world who you are and not be shy about it.
Oh, open up and show the world who you are and not be shy about it. But that seems kind of counter-cultural in a way, isn't it?
Well, not a Slavic experience.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so the schedules. Tell us a little bit about the schedule. It's Saturday, August 1st, and Sunday,
yep.
August 2nd.
Both days open at noon. First day on Saturday, it's till 10 p.m. So we line up throughout the day, dancers and performers all day long, and some competitions and fashion show, of course, at 6. We have Verka Serduchka, which is like the most popular Ukrainian performer. So much fun. And Manny Cabo, of course, opening the fashion show and being our judge. And then on Sunday from noon till 8, we usually have polka mass in the morning at noon. Still planning on doing that. And we just discovered that we will have on July 31st, actually, at the hottest nightclub in town, Ava, we're going to have some DJs from Slavic countries and other communities as well. Have a VIP event. We're going to sell tickets for that, trying to fundraise money for the festival as well. So, yeah, there's just so many activities going on, and we are so excited to have everybody there.
And last 2 minutes, anything else you'd like to say?
We just want to welcome everybody. It's for people from all backgrounds. We're gonna have people from Togo, right, Ilona? We're gonna have at the grand opening ceremony, Turkish dancers as well. It's for everybody. It kind of becomes a global community now. It's an international celebration for everybody. So everybody's encouraged to come. It's a free event. Have fun. It's gonna, it's under the roof. So if it's raining, you don't have to worry about that. If it's too sunny, people worry about that. Getting sunburned like me. So you don't have to worry about it. We got you covered. Yeah.
And connect this to food, because this is food and family and fun and music.
Yes, all sorts of options from majority of the Slavic countries and beyond. Like I said, even Jamaican. We're gonna have soups and delicious pastries and sausages and even drinks and lemonades and things like that. So it's all in Slavic, inspired, and it's something for everyone for sure.
And anything else you'd like to say, Alana?
I love that everybody will look at this powerful word experience. This is exactly what we want to create, experience for them, so they will feel really embraced, loved, cherished, and also included. That's all we want, be included.
Yeah, it's all about inclusivity, right? And diversity, both. So...
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, we've just covered so much ground for, the word experience and Slavic and the history and how we take the past and make our moments rise up to something that's beautiful, to know the beauty that's already here, right?
Absolutely. There's so much evil in the world, and we just want to change that. We want to
Right.
show the world that love can change everything and conquer everything. So come to Slavic Experience, August 1st and 2nd.
August 1st and 2nd. Show up.
Woo!
Thank you for listening, and thank you for participating. Have an awesome day.